Okay, here's the board for the foot switch for the quad preamp right here. And when I received this, when I bought it online, it wouldn't work on the quad preamp. When you hit one of these buttons, these foot switches, every channel on the quad would light up at the same time. And you couldn't get it to do anything else by pushing the foot switch. So I had to start troubleshooting on what would cause this thing to act like that. I ended up ordering all these 555 timers on eBay. I went ahead and just changed them all out at the same time, just to try to eliminate the problem right there. But that didn't work, so I had to start going one by one and checking all these other chips. Try to measure them with a logic probe, measure them with a voltmeter, try to see what was going on. So I had two problems with my foot switch. The first one was I noticed I had a broken lead on this capacitor, the one in the back. It was totally just broken off, so I resoldered that. And then this little IC chip right here, the 165N, ended up being the problem. I swapped it out with one that I got on eBay, and it started working fine. Now, ironically enough, when I changed out this chip, the 165N, that was the last one that I did. I tried every single other chip. I just took the old one out and tried the new one. I did them one at a time to see if I could narrow down which one solved the problem. And of course, it had to be the last thing I did that ended up working again. The schematics that you find online for these boards are not very good at all, in my opinion. But I was able to kind of figure out a little bit about what voltages should go where. As far as I can figure out, the positive and the negative coming in from the quad amp itself come in on the gray and the green. The gray is going to be the positive, green is the negative going to ground. Gray is, on my amp, is about 12 volts coming in. So it goes through this, across this resistor right here. And then on the other side of that, the voltage drops down to about 9 volts. And it comes over here. And it comes over here to this voltage regulator. It's going to be the pin on the right hand side there is the positive. It comes in at 9 volts. And this particular voltage regulator is set up to it regulates to 5 volts DC. And then from there, of course, that's what a TTL chip needs to operate. So it goes across to each of these chips. Another thing I wanted to do before I closed everything up was I had to figure out a better solution for these LEDs that go to the actual foot switch itself to let you know what channel is on. The ones that were in there were directly soldered onto the board, and they use those plastic clips to hold the little LED on the board itself, on the foot switch frame itself. And I could not get them to come out. They probably had been in there for almost 30 years. So I thought I need to get a better solution together. So I found some LEDs that would fit in the holes. And I'm just gonna use these. I already have these soldered in to where they go. And these are gonna fit through the same holes on that foot controller. And I think it's gonna be a lot better solution. It'll be easier to take the board in and out of the frame if I ever need to again. And it won't look all that much different from the factory. Here's a shot of the finished product. The LEDs that I bought came with these metal bezels. I had to make the holes a little bit bigger. I just got a reamer and just reamed them out. And there's a threaded piece that goes in there first. And it attaches with a nut on the back. And then that's what it looks like. The original foot switch didn't have the bezels. It just had the LED sticking up out of the metal chassis. But I think that's a pretty good look too. And it should last for a long time. After everything was fixed, now each one of the buttons works. And these are meant to, you only click it once the channel is selected. You just click for the next channel. And you can do the secret trick where if you push them both at the same time enough, you can get two on at the same time if you're into that kind of thing. So all the functions work again.